Hello everybody, Demon Reverest here, where I'm going to try and quickly show a few tips for Sardegna A2 for the Grit Championship in DGT League. So there's a couple of things I'm going to mention straight off the bat. I have my brake balance set slightly to the rear here, 2 or 3. Mainly because, yeah, to the front or middle the car can stop quite well, but I actually find it stopping too aggressively here, which will lead into trying to brake later, and you don't want to do that. Also, there's quite a few corners here where you're going to be on the brakes a bit, potentially around corners or while you're still steering, and you don't want the brakes to the front when that's happening. I will mention turn 1. As you look at the track map, see the 2 lines, we're heading up the track. Turn 1 is flat out, and it can be flat out side by side. Turn 2 is a hairpin, second gear. Turn 3 is a very quick corner that I'll show a trick for, all the way up to the next hairpin where people are going to brake too late for that corner. I'll show you how to do it in a nice way. And also into the final sector, there's a horrible tight left and then a sequence of corners into the final corner, which is crucial for your braking. So let's see if I can go and show what I do. Okay, so like I said, turn 1 is flat out. You don't need to steer loads. Okay, braking for turn 2, about 125 metres. I'm not at full speed yet, but it's about 115 to 125 metres. Trick for this, lift off, upshift, turn. Now here, the best trick I can tell you, keep it in 6th, brake a little before the king, off the brake, brake hard after the king, down 4 gears. If you take 7th gear up to that corner, you don't really have enough time to get back down the gears. I tried. Okay, flat out down the hill, we're coming up to a left-hander that's flat out. Now, this is a corner, going to stop here quickly. This is a corner where people are going to attempt overtakes here, thinking that they're so much faster going into this corner than everybody else. But if you do that, chances are you're going to hit the barrier on the way out. You're going to end up being slow. Now you may get an overtake done, but basically what's happened is whoever it is you're attacking, they're trying to take a line that is so much faster in the corner and out the corner that when you dive up the inside, not only are you now going to slow yourself down, you're also going to slow them down, which is also going to falsely make you believe that the way you're doing it is faster. Now, I will show you a quick way of doing this corner, but what I would say is be very, very careful if you're going to go up the inside into this corner, because a late move here isn't really going to work. Okay. Now, interestingly, the next corner is one of the actual crucial corners on the track, and this is a corner that people will get wrong. I know they will, because it always happens, and I don't just mean in DGT, I mean in all sorts of races. And basically, the problem here is that people brake a hell of a lot later than they should do, which means that they're then wider on the exit of the corner, and then they're either going to end up going off the track or being slow or spinning. A lot of people will spin here, and they might simply just think that it's because of the exit of the corner. It's not. It's your entry to the corner that is causing the problem. So, a lot of people you'll see are going to approach this corner and brake at about 80, 75 metres. They might even appear to clip the apex curb. Well, they'll clip the curb, but not the apex. Because what they'll do is they'll clip the curb, and then they'll end up all the way over to the right side of the track. But that's not where you want to be. You need to sacrifice the exit of this corner to then allow you to take the next corner faster. The faster you try taking this corner, the slower you'll end up taking the next corner. Okay? So I'll tell you now, brake at 100 meters. If you brake at 100 meters for this corner, you will never get this corner wrong. And when I say never, I do mean never. You're never going to overshoot it. Now, if you hit the brakes at 100 meters and you think you're slowing down too much, that doesn't mean brake later. It means come off the brakes sooner and allow the car to carry the speed to the corner. So, brake at the 100 meters. Now, I'm currently been doing this in second gear. I am going to be trying third though. Third is what I really want to do, but it can be done in second gear without spinning. And as I mentioned, we want to sort of clip the apex curve, and we want to end up kind of in the middle of the road. We don't want to be over to the right, because we've got a 90-ish degree corner in front of us, which is actually flat out. But not if you're over on the right hand side of the track trying to get over to the left, and you're doing a lot of steering, a lot of throttling, you're going to spin. Okay. So this right-hander is, like I say, it's just about flat out, but it all depends on the previous corner. Okay, now we're into a triple section of corners, and this one's quite simple actually. Flat out through the right, lift off into the left, and brake in a straight line. Okay, so flat out through the right, lift off through the left, brake in a straight line. If you brake before, or if you are over on the right side of the track here still turning, you're going to spin. Now the reason to get it in a straight line, your car's going to be more stable when you're braking, but also it'll allow you to slow the car down to third gear and take this corner in third. Again, a little bit like that other loopy right-hander, this is a corner where people will think, I could go dead fast into this corner and overtake you. Well, yeah, you might, but you're going to come out of the corner so much slower that you're not actually going to benefit. Whereas, if there was a car behind me, they could follow me on this line through this corner, overtake me down the straight, where it's a hell of a lot easier to overtake me, rather than chucking it up the inside here. Anyway, right, my tyres are cold, so let's get out there. Try it again. Okay. So, now another thing to mention as well is the tyres take a few laps to warm up here. Another thing about the hairpin there and the next one is get off the steering. This one again, if you want to get on the power, make sure you get off the steering. Okay, so brake at the 100. The rear end wanted to kick out then. If I was going any faster, it'd have spun me. Or if I was steering more. Got on the curb there. Tyres aren't up to temperature yet. Okay, so as I said, turn 1 is flat out. Now you want to do this with the least amount of steering possible. Doesn't need a lot. Okay, braking about 125. Now you may notice there as well that when I hit the brakes, I braked, waited, then shifted. Okay, lift and upshift. Back on the power. So we're going to brake, off brake, on brake. You can go down the 4 gears rapidly after the kink. It's a very stable way of doing the corner. Okay, for the next right-hander, we're looking at about 3rd gear. It can be done in 4, get it tucked in towards the wall if you can, better than I did there. Okay, 100 metres. So you see, through the right-hander, I was absolutely flat out there because of sacrificing the exit of the left-hander. Off throttle, straight brake. I've gone down to second because I was guessing the gear numbers I needed to go down. Okay, so again, flat out, but very little steering. 125 metres. Get off the steering to get on the power. And then we're going to upshift and lift and turn. So lift, upshift and turn. And then back on the power. Up to 6th. Brake, off brake, brake. Off power, off the steering to power on. Again, about 75 metres. I dipped a wheel on the grass. Right, I'm going to brake at about 75 metres here. I'm a bit away from the apex. Now I'm further across the road. And now I'm having to pedal the throttle. It might feel quick. It might look quick, but it ain't. Able to get on the power very early there in third gear. Okay, so right, I can pick a turning mark point for turn 1. There's a changing colour on the road. Great bit that I can show you. Now you may notice I am short shifting quite a bit around here. Chances are that'll be the best way to drive this until I've done more fuel running anyway. Okay, I'm going to brake at the 100. So much more stable. Comfortably through the final corner. Okay, turn 1, I'll slow down once I've crossed the line. So just as a guide, turning point that I seem to be using is that patch of gravel, tarmac, dust, dirt, whatever it is. So I'm starting to turn in at that point, and like I said, not having to steer much. Probably not even, what, 20 degrees. So yeah, you don't need to apply loads of steering. But anyway, hopefully stuff I've shown you there will help. Regarding fuel, I don't know if a one stop's going to be doable. It'd be a lot of fuel saving, literally every lap. But I wouldn't be surprised if come race day one stops are doable. What I would say is, if one stop isn't doable, then don't be afraid of extending the gears a little bit, but mainly on the big straights, to give you that extra bit of speed on the straights. There's not much point extending it out to the hairpins, because to be honest, the gears that I've just shown you there for the corners are the gears you want to use in the corners. And I suppose that's something I'd never really sort of said before. I don't think that it's all well and good me showing you what I was doing there, but the crucial part is, what gear are you in the corner? because that's the key point. So the gears that I've been showing you there are the gear numbers you want to be in for the corners, okay? Right, hopefully that helps. Have a good one, everybody. See you all again soon.